Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a review of Pandora's Legacy, a solo cooperative puzzle jigsaw game. And disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. Pandora's Legacy is really a tale of two games or activities, because in the big box you get several bags of jigsaw puzzles that you'll put together to form something that looks kind of like this. But then you'll use that puzzle and a website sort of app to follow a story about Greek mythology and try to solve riddles and puzzles in the game to reach the ending. It's a pretty unique experience, but let's discuss 5 key things to know about Pandora's Legacy. So my number 5 point, the least important to know, but still important or I wouldn't mention it, is the story and the comedy in the game. And this is a mix for my taste. The footage I'm showing right now is from the proprietary website you have to use for the game. This game is created by the TEDx team, and I love watching their videos on mythology and stuff, so they clearly have a lot of knowledge. And they created a story that is heavily connected to Greek mythology in general and the Pandora's box story specifically. And it opens with a really cool animated sequence, but you don't really get much else like this. It's mostly just reading for the rest of the game. And it's a pretty irreverent take on Greek mythology. The gods and goddesses are being pretty silly and ridiculous. They have a lot of inside jokes and things. But honestly, the story kind of gets out of the way for the jigsawing and riddle solving. You just read like a little paragraph sometimes, and then you're ready to go. So don't get me wrong, it's well written, it's funny, but it certainly wasn't for me a major draw point for the game experience. Next, for number 4, I'm looking at the website again, specifically the hint system and the website functionality, and this is generally a pro for my taste. So yes, you do have to use this website, and yes, you have to make an account. That's the big caveat here. That will be annoying for some people. But otherwise, the website keeps track of your progress. If you log into your account, it immediately brings up wherever you were. It's a nice interface. You can look at which puzzles you have available to solve. And it has a great hint system that will slowly lead you towards the solution without giving it all away, so that you can stop getting hints whenever you finally realize what you're supposed to be doing and still have the positive feeling of having solved whatever riddle they gave to you. My number 3 point is also a full-on pro, and that's how the riddle solving tends to work. There's a really unique mechanic. And by the way, I'm only showing you a small portion of the puzzle because there are hints in how the puzzle actually gets put together. That's why I've been showing that other image this whole time. But so most of the riddles will tell you to look for certain things, track down certain things, and when you do, you take one of those puzzle pieces and flip it over, and it'll have a little 4-digit number, and you put that into the website, and it'll either confirm that you've solved things correctly and give you more clues, or if you've accidentally found something that is related but not the exact place you want to be, it'll give you some extra details about that. So it's a really fun take on these riddle mystery games, and combining that with the jigsaw mechanics, I think it works great, with a small caveat that it can be annoying to pull out the puzzle pieces. They have a little tool to help you do it, and then put them back. That every once in a while got on my nerves. Next, at number 2 is actually putting the jigsaw puzzle together. This was a full pro for me and my family because we are jigsaw puzzle people. We enjoy jigsaw puzzling, but if you don't, there's going to be a major con for you. And how it works, there's not much of a spoiler. At first, you'll be building a puzzle that contains the elements I've shown here, and then after you complete some riddles, you'll build another puzzle, and then another, and then another, and then another, so you're kind of eventually building a full puzzle in different sections and steps. And we found as jigsaw puzzling veterans that this was pretty easy to put together, pretty smooth. The pieces fit well together, they're well made. A nice helpful thing is that the numbers show what right side up is for each puzzle piece, so I know this is supposed to be oriented like that and not that or that. And of course, this image that's included in the box helps you to get the puzzles together easily, although I will note that these extra sections do not have any image that shows what they're supposed to look like. But they're so much smaller than the overall puzzle that we still found it pretty easy to put them together in quick fashion. So yeah, it is good jigsaw puzzling fun. The pictures and stuff on the puzzles are hilarious, especially if you get all the Easter eggs of Greek mythology. But if you hate jigsaw puzzles, I can't really see this working out too well for you. And finally, my number 1 point, the most important thing to know about the game, are the riddles, the puzzles themselves, the puzzles like solving puzzles, not jigsaw puzzles. And this is a full pro for me. We thought these were great. You have a lot of unlockables that often contain manipulatives, like physical things you are putting together and using to solve the riddles, sheets you have to read with little mythology stories that will connect together. The puzzles were clever, they were highly varied. Again, the hint system meant that we never felt completely dumbfounded with any of them. And yeah, my family and I just had a great time with the entire experience. And in terms of time and value, we played it over the course of many weeks and stops and starts. But I think if I put it all together, it probably took us maybe 6 to 8 hours for reference. But of course, your speed and results may vary. So overall, you might want to try out Pandora's Legacy if you love puzzles and you love narrative riddle games and escape room games, because it's pretty much made for that Venn diagram of gamers. On the other hand, you might want to avoid this one if you don't like putting puzzles together, if you don't like solving riddles, or if you're coming into this as a big Post-Curious fan and you're looking for their unique blend of narrative and puzzling. The narrative is much less of an element in this one. It doesn't really give the same experience. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.